received a message this morning. I'm not going to say who it's from. I'm not going to say who she or he is. You ready for this? Hooper is so full of shit. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's good to be back. This is day 4 in a row. Imagine 4 videos in a row. Please subscribe, guys, and I will keep doing videos and we'll talk about all the things you want to talk about. And you know me, lads, I won't lie. I'm incapable of it. I will tell the truth. I will not hide behind no name. I will say it out. So today, guys, I am going to go through some of the comments and messages I have received from the video I did yesterday talking about Mitchell Hooper and his rant over World's Strongest Man. So the first thing I will do is I received a message this morning. I'm not going to say who it's from. I'm not going to say who she or he is. You ready for this? Hooper is so full of shit. I used to track to the hour all of your followings on Instagram. He picked up more followers on Instagram when it aired on television than he did when it happened live. And he knows that. He said Arnold gave him a bigger bump, but Arnold and Rogue spent $300,000 on television production and give it for free to CBS and ESPN, which is why it's live, and it's still less than the bump he gets every year in followers than World's Strongest Man, who doesn't stream, but he equates it as television coverage. So basically this person has said that what he was saying about followings and Spike is horseshit, and I presume he has actual stats, whereas Hooper, I think, is basing it on, I don't think it would be on stats really. Now maybe it is, I'm not sure. So let's move on. It's so crazy. All these people going crazy over this situation. So the first comment is Tom the Owens. It's clear to see that anyone disagreeing with Pa here has never competed in strongman, particularly not at a high level. And that's kind of what I'm saying. And I know it's hard for strongman fans and the audience out there to understand what it's like at the higher level, at these higher level competitions, like why my opinion might be different from yours, and if you don't want to do it, just don't do it. That stupid argument, how it just doesn't stand, and I won't stand for it. So next we have Ian Matz, 30-30. I don't watch it anymore. I stopped years ago. It's just not interesting when you know the winner months in advance and half the show is just interviews. Well, that's how we get to know the athletes, is through these interviews and trying to build their presence. So I'm not against that. I think more interviews the better, because you get to see what the athletes like and the more background stuff, which World's Strongest Man, to be fair, do it. And you stop watching it more. I bet you didn't. I bet you're just typing angry and you'll still watch World's Strongest Man and you'll be still eager to find out who won World's Strongest Man, because even though a lot of you don't agree with me, it is and forever will be the pinnacle. Nicholas 4891. World's Strongest Man is just nostalgic for most of us, but honestly, they're outdated with marketing and prize pool. Hey, World's Strongest Man, did you see? There's a new thing called the internet, and people like to watch recorded things in there. I'll rewatch it at Christmas if they live stream it originally. And that's probably what would happen, is if they did live stream it, it'd be watched twice, and that would go for me. I know for a fact it would go for me. I know for a fact it would go for a lot of people. I would love to watch it live. I won't have to know, because I'm going to World's Strongest Man. I know that will upset a lot of you, and to be honest, I couldn't give a fuck. I see a lot of people, and I don't go on it often, on Reddit, and Reddit seems to be like this little catchment area for little fucking cunts, and all you do is bitch and talk. And well, not all of the time. I'd say about like 50% of it is just you bitching and moaning and who is he and why is he there, and it's just you little fucking cunts hang out. Getting back to it, so yeah, that's what I was saying. I would watch it twice, no problemo. And yes, I will be at World's Strongest Man this year, Can't wait to get out there again. I'm just as a reserve at the minute, but I'm going to train for it as if I'm as if I'm competing, because I'd be foolish not to. So this is a long one. I generally don't read out long ones because I don't like to. But I said I'd read this one because it's a good one. World's Strongest Man and IMG are not the problem. They are just doing what they are designed to do. We are the problem. Strongman fans are the problem. Strongman athletes are the problem. Why? World's Strongest Man was never a sport, and strongman fans are irrelevant. We want and expect something that the original concept wasn't simply not designed to deliver. World's Strongest Man is a TV show, marketed as a TV show. It is designed to hit the average Joe as a fun show for something to watch that's a bit different. Hence, here in the UK, so many people know the name Jeff Capes. We all watched him at Christmas time as kids. Something fun and different to watch over Christmas when people were having time off work and there were only 3 or 4 TV channels. The sport of strongman and the base of strongman sports fans has grown considerably over the years. We all want strongman to be seen as a valid sport, and there are no worldwide rules, no governing bodies, no athlete unions, no discussion between promoters. It is still a Mickey Mouse sport because there is no unity. And just that part is probably the biggest problem as to why strongman will never be a sport, because there is no worldwide rules, there's no governing bodies. A lot of promoters don't like each other, will not work together. There's no athlete unions because there's not enough money to create an athlete union. And it's a Mickey Mouse sport because there is no unity, and that's the reality of it, to be honest. So what needs to change? IMG need to be replaced by somebody that is actually interested in growing the strongman sport rather than producing a TV show. And see, that's the problem with IMG, right? IMG, they own World's Strongest Man. They also own the UFC and WWE. And in terms of making money, if you were the owner of IMG, right, World's Strongest Man is down here, makes fuck all money. In fact, I've heard a couple of times that it actually loses money. So when you have this World's Strongest Man here and you have WWE and UFC up here making piles and piles of money, of course your emphasis is going to be up here with the money makers. You're not really going to give a fuck about the strongmen down here costing money. You're just not going to bother your hole with it, and I can see why AMG don't, which is why I think someone new needs to come in, and a new governing body that would come in and just take over World's Strongest Man from IMG. So what needs to change? IMG need to be replaced by somebody that is actually interested in growing the strongman sport rather than producing a TV show. Then, as the owners of World's Strongest Man, the most prestigious strongman competition, they need to pull in other promoters to form a governing body and globally manage the sport. But to do any of this, we first need somebody with both the financial clout and the will to drive the sport in a progressive direction. Rogue, maybe, or somebody like Dana White. And I couldn't agree more with you, Carl, because that's, I think, what the sport needs. I mean, if you look at UFC, before Dana White took it over, nobody knew what it was. Nobody gave a fuck. And people were saying the same thing they're saying about World's Strongest Man now, that it'll never be a real sport. No one's ever going to really watch it. And then Dana White came in and just completely blew all those opinions out of the water and has turned UFC into probably, it has to be one of the most watched things on TV right now. And especially with the bigger matches, you know, like for argument's sake, anytime Conor McGregor was fighting, the whole world was watching. If anytime John Jones is fighting, the whole world is watching. So that's what a Dana White would do to World's Strongest Man, is he would come in, he would just turn it upside down and just make it into a sport and create unions and just pump money into it, and that's where the money then will come back. So thank you for that. Morgan Walker, well, why would I go now? Nobody is really happy to be there. Well, that's horseshit. Just because one fella, Hooper, isn't happy to be there, he doesn't speak for everyone. He speaks for himself. I know he says he speaks for a lot of people, but he doesn't. I'm happy to be going again. And I can tell you, the other 25 or 6, including reserves, they're all happy to go. They're not happy with some of the fucking situations at World's Strongest Man, with some of the fucking shite that's going on within it. But every single one of them fellas are happy. Do you know? They'll be going back, when they got their invite, they'll be going back to their families. Oh my God, I got a World's Strongest Man invite. Their families will be happy for them. Every fucking one of them is happy to be there. All the fans that are going to turn up on the day to watch World's Strongest Man will be happy to be there. So stop. Create your own opinion. Don't be taking the opinion of one guy. Let's move on. Pa, who's this cunt? Jared Mibrill. Pa, with all due respect, you are on a much lower level of the pro strongman plane. It doesn't make sense for you to compare your brand to Mitch's because you don't have his level of success. In terms of, I think you're mixing up what I was saying, right? I don't have Mitch's success in when you're talking about strongman. He has all the titles. He's won everything. But I was talking about, when I was speaking about that in the last video, I was speaking about spike in sales. And if you want to talk about spike in sales, I bet you it'd be close, if not more, than Mitchell Hooper. I have over 500,000 followers on Instagram. I have another 50 or 60,000 on Facebook. It would surprise you how well my t-shirt sales do, you cunt. Moving on. My advert before this video was for Channel 5. And you know the funny thing about that, right? When because that's what World's Strongest Man airs in Ireland and the UK is Channel 5, and you have to have a degree in TV boxes to be able to switch on Channel 5. It is not easily got in Ireland. You have to go to other channels, and then you have to type in a code, and then you have to find the channels, and then you have to click into it. It's not easy to watch World's Strongest Man in Ireland. I just wish it was on another channel that we could watch it, where we didn't have to be typing in code, because you have to Google this code to watch Channel 5. Unfortunately, Oliver Bailey. The in production is shit. They show like 3 people tops out of the groups, and some people, yourself included, Pa, you barely get any TV time. When I watch it, I want to watch everybody, but it's always just focused on the main people, which isn't what the sport is about. And Oliver, I 100% agree with you. They always do that, and I don't know why, because it's kind of embarrassing. Not that I was ever embarrassed by it, but you can imagine, right? You're going to World's Strongest Man as a new guy, and it's coming up on TV. You've all your family around. Oh, this the TV, World's Strongest Man's on in a minute, and I'm going to be on TV. And if you're lower part of that group, there's a high possibility they will not show your face for more than 5 seconds, and it's a bit shit, to be honest. They should give everyone equal amount of airtime, and then just show the champion at the end when you're talking about the heats. I mean, so that's something they should look into doing, is promote the guys at the bottom tail a bit more. Not even for me, it's for the other fellas, you know, because I'm coming out of this sport. I don't care anymore. Fuck it, is what I say. Waltzilla Strongman. I don't know what it's like in the UK as far as production, but in the US it's a hard watch. But see, that's the US TV. If you're a UK person, UK and US TV is 2 different fucking animals altogether. I mean, it's really hard watch. They give a random announcement that the show or heats are going to come on. If you miss it, you gotta wait for the YouTube edition. When it comes to YouTube, it's heavily edited. Like when Brian Shaw retired, he wasn't a slouch at all, but you hardly saw him. It seemed that after 2020 on YouTube, it's hard to watch. Heck, even if they had a site you had to go to and pay to watch it, I'd take that. That's true. I remember they brought it out. I think it was last year they brought it out, and I didn't do too well in my heat again. And they brought out the YouTube version, and they said to me, "Oh, share this on your Instagram and Facebook and that. It's your heat." And I was like, "Oh yeah." So I said I'd watch it first, and I watched this YouTube edited version, and I wasn't in it at all. Like, there was 0 of me shown in this YouTube version, and I did not share it, because why the fuck would I share it? Promote all these other strongmen, you know? And like, when I share it, and I'd have to write under it, "Oh, here's my heat from World's Strongest Man, hope you enjoy it," and then these people click to watch it, and there's literally 0 of me. Do you know, why would I fucking share that? So that's something that, especially for YouTube, I don't know why they edited it downwards. For YouTube, it's how they should have put out a longer version, Like, the show is on TV 45 minutes. Why not make it a full hour and a half and put more of the lower athletes into the fucking competition? God, a lot of bitching going on today, lads. A lot of bitching. God, wouldn't you know, World's Strongest Man is around the corner. There's so much bitching going on, and everyone's talking about it, and fuck this, and fuck you, pa. And Funhouse 9566. World's Strongest Man is dying a date. It's not, you cunt. It's just everyone's talking about it, and people like to fucking throw stones. Arnold's is kicking its ass in the same way Arnold's put the pressure on the Olympia. Only casual viewers dying from Turkey and Ferrero Rocher overload watch it at Xmas. Anybody close to the sport knows the result has little interest in watching it. And you know what? I would much rather, if I was producing World's Strongest Man for TV, my aim is for casual viewers, not the cunts that are already following Strongman, because I already know those fuckers are going to watch it or have it watched or know the results. Why would I bother aiming for you? If it was mine, I want to catch the casual viewers, because Strongman is so niche. There's such a small little fucking community of Strongman fans. This is the size of you, right? The casual viewers is like, is millions and billions of people. These are the people I want to watch the fucking thing, not this fucking small circle of cunts. So casual viewers is the aim. Fuck me. God, man. Some people. Nissan Altima. World's Strongest Man needs Doge, or whatever you pronounce it. It does. I agree. It absolutely does. I won't touch on that for too long. Pat Ferrone. World's Strongest Man is not the pinnacle. It fucking is, and I'm not saying it again. And yes, I'll die on that hill. You will. While World's Strongest Man certainly has the most notoriety and prestige to its name, and is arguably the one that athletes most want to win, for those reasons, the actual pinnacle of strongman events is Shaw's Strongest Man on Earth. It is definitely the strongman show of all the strongman shows. There is everything else out there, and then there's Strongest Man on Earth. It's the one. It's the Highlander. You are wrong. For argument's sake, right? Look at... Let's jump to the future in 20 years, right? And we will always remember who won World's Strongest Man 2025. I think, now it's up for debate, I don't think anyone's going to remember who won Strongest Man on Earth 2025 or who won the Arnolds. I can't fucking remember who won the Arnolds 10 years ago, but I know who won World's Strongest Man. And that's why... And that's what makes the difference of World's Strongest Man. It'll always be better, no matter how many times you comment and you tell me I'm wrong, that World's Strongest Man isn't the pinnacle. It fucking is. And stop arguing with me, because you're fucking wrong. Excuse me. Oh, this t-shirt is really squeezing me. August McBride. Damn, people have become so weak mentally, complaining about heavyweight at strongman competition. August, I bet you're a small little 9-stone man sitting on the couch, on your mother's couch, or probably living in her basement, right, watching the Strongest Man on Earth events unfold, and like, yeah, max deadlift, yeah, max log, yeah, max stone, fuck yeah, I can't wait for this. You haven't a clue. You haven't a clue what you're talking about. Just move out of your mother's house. Get out of there. Get a job, right? Get yourself a girlfriend. Try being normal. Fucking August. It's not even a real name. Anyway, lads, that's all we have time for today. I thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow. We'll talk about something else. I'll find something else to fucking YG cunts up. And thank you very much. Thank you to all the fans who are actual fans of mine. Thank you. I really appreciate you all. If you want to go to my website, you can buy many t-shirts. And thank you very much. I will see you later.